I'd like to welcome everybody to Fairview, Tennessee for the football game tonight between the Hickman County Bulldogs and the Fairview High School Yellow Jackets. The Bulldogs come in tonight from Hickman County, Centerville, Tennessee, with a record of 6-1 on the year, only one loss in 11 AA. The Jackets come in 3-3 in 11 AA and a 4-3 record on the year. Tim, talking to Coach Hughes about this ball game, it is a make-or-break playoff game, he says, every week from this point in with the district foes.
Absolutely. The way the records are out there now, and you and I were discussing it just a few moments ago, this district has gotten incredibly tough in 1 year. We've got Camden, Waverly, Hickman, us. East Hickman has been tough. You know, they're probably the toughest winless team in the district. I mean, they are a very good football team. We have got to play and win out to have a chance and get some help. Other tough games tonight, I believe Waverly is playing Camden. That's going to have an impact because they're both going into that game undefeated in the district. And Camden so far has seemed to be a little bit better than the rest of the pack. We'll see. We'll know better tonight after that game against Waverly.
Well, Hickman County comes in tonight just down the road, as we all know, about 35 minutes from here in Centerville. The Jackets have had the best of Hickman County for quite a few years in a row now. And Hickman County, they want a little payback. We know that for sure. Matter of fact, the last 6 games have been won by the Yellow Jackets. 2 years in a row they were played at Centerville in 2012 and 2013. Kind of an oddity to the way the schedule worked out, and the Jackets won 47-6 last year, 24-0 the year before, and 42-0, and then 44-7 and 41-0. So you can see that Hickman County coming in at 6-1, they definitely have a chip on their shoulder wanting to take care of the Yellow Jackets tonight. Yellow Jackets in a little bit of, I don't know if you'd call it a rebuilding year. It's a rematurization year for them, getting the younger players involved with sophomore players in a lot of key positions, even freshman players in some key positions this year. And it's just one of those cycles for a high school football team that, let's say, that doesn't recruit.
Right, and one of the things that bears that out is when you have a young team and you're really turning it over with a lot of younger players, you get those inopportune turnovers, those inopportune lapses in discipline. But I'll tell you what, Fairview has been in a position to win just about every football game they played this year.
The whistle's been blown. Hickman County will receive the opening kickoff. It goes down to the 15-yard line, up the middle of the field, cutting back inside the left hash mark. Will be brought down to the 32-yard line. Forward progress at that point, tackled by a lot of Yellow Jackets, matter of fact.
Yeah, good kickoff coverage. He caught the ball down around the 18, wasn't it? And we got
15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Just kind of zigzagged for 14 yards up the field.
Good hustle getting downfield and stopping him from finding the lane and trying to get a good return.
You had Flake and Ragsdale and Brad Camp in on that tackle. Hickman County comes out, shotgun formation. Patton takes the ball up the middle of the field on a quarterback keeper. Is going to get 8 quick yards. Second down and a couple.
Yeah, we were listening to some of the folks from Hickman. They like to run that power running game, that kind of spread option type of stuff, and their linemen just go down. It looks like they just zone block, zone read, and their running backs just find a cutback lane.
Yeah, Cole and Morgan Patton, the 2 key players with the ball, we'll see the most tonight. Oh, on the ground, the Jackets have an opportunity, and they got it.
Oh,
the snap hits the leg of quarterback Patton. That's Morgan Patton. Hits his leg, rolls forward, and the Jackets defense, they see it, and they jump right on the ball. Jackets with a big play early. They get the ball.
The Jackets needed early, Kevin. They needed to get a turnover. Got one early. Let's go down and see if we can do the triple T here. That's what we like to see from this Jacket football team.
Turnovers to touchdowns. 38-yard line. The Jackets have it first down and 10. Coach Hughes and team have been working hard this week on not losing the football. Buttry comes on late to be the 11th player, comes out. Setting up in offset formation. It's going to be a reverse coming back to the right side.
Throw it.
Estes throwing the ball to Hunter. Hunter gets the ball down the sidelines.
Oh.
Tackled at the 14-yard line, out of bounds. They're going to say he's knocked out at the 15-yard line. A little creativity right out of the gate. Hunter Zimmerman goes out for the pass from Estes. Estes hits him on the dead run.
They had two options there, Kevin. They had a man running the fly route down the sidelines, covered very well by Hickman County, but they didn't figure on Hunter coming out of the backfield as a little release, and he caught it and he made some great yardage, and he delivered a blow at the end of that run.
23 yards. Ragsdale gets it going left. He's got the end zone inside, and he's in. The Jackets in 2 plays after the turnover. They're in the end zone for the touchdown.
Just not enough speed on that defensive backfield from Hickman County to catch him. Oh, my goodness. Has he not come on the last 3 or 4 ball games? He has been outstanding for the Jackets on both sides of the ball.
He sure has. No doubt about that. Number 2-4 gets it in the end zone. So 2 plus 4 equals 6. Yep. And the touchdown for the Yellow Jackets.
Mr. Ragsdale saw that seam, just blistered through it in high gear, saw the lane on the outside, and he just outran everybody to the pylon.
And Jeffrey puts that strong freshman leg into the kick on the point after, and it's good. And the Jackets, with the point after from Jeffrey Perez, take a quick 7-0 lead early in this ball game. 1 minute gone. The Jackets kick off. Hickman County fumbles the ball away on the second play. Jackets take 2 plays into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Nice opening set of plays by Coach Hughes. You know, we're talking about Ragsdale's outstanding effort, but I'll tell you what, he got some great point of attack blocking. That end got out there and sealed off that defensive back, and they got secondary blocking this. Block in the linebacker, and that defensive back just couldn't get there.
That was an untouched touchdown.
Very well
Ragsdale.
blocked. When you run from the 15-yard line to the goal line untouched, you got some outstanding blocking.
Yeah, it wasn't even one of those straight shots. It was a zigzag run.
Yeah.
He went left in the seam block there. That, like you said,
sealed it off.
Just
really
sealed it
well.
perfectly. So Perez comes back out to kick off again. Hickman County back deep, expecting the kickoff, and Perez kind of pooched the first one down to the 15-yard line, has the leg to get it into the end zone for a touchback, and we'll see if they go for the pooch kick that they do every now and then, or they kick it deep. The whistle's blown, and we'll see quickly. He's not lined up for the pooch, and it is a high pooch, and a fair catch called for and brought down at the 22-yard line. It looked like on that play that Hickman County had scouted that, and they decided to go ahead and take the ball at that spot versus trying to run it back, although he had 15 yards between him and the next Yellow Jacket player from the defensive side or the tackling perspective.
Yeah, I think they've watched film, and they have seen Buttry come down and just clean the clocks of the receiving team on that type of play for 2 weeks in a row. I think they told their players, just give yourself a fair catch and let's get the ball and go.
Up the middle again, Patton trying to get away, and it looked like Flake had a hold of him. No, that wasn't
40.
Flake. That was 34, Tommy Cobb.
And number 40.
So Steele and Cobb in on the tackle.
Yeah, Cobb got there initially, and Patton put a spin move on him, but he held on until he got some assistance from, I think you said it was Cobb.
Yep, Tommy Cobb got the first hold of the jersey. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Just a quick hit up the middle of the line. It's going to be a first down out to the 35-yard line. Good quick run right there by Patton. Just got it and ran right up the seam.
Charlie Oliphant made a nice tackle there, just stood him up. Once he got his hands on him, he just stopped that run in its tracks. Unfortunately, or fortunately for Hickman, unfortunately for the Jackets, they got a first down.
The Jackets have gone bigger on the line with Oliphant, Zeeb Green, and Flake all up front. This time trying to break to the right side. Not able to do so as Ortiz grabs the ankles and brings down Cole Patton.
I'll tell you what, that was a good tackle, because if he doesn't get him,
he's got yards.
He's got a lane on the outside.
Gain of 1. Not really even 1, but we have to officially give him 1 on that. Ball out to the 36-yard line, or 35 and a half. Jackets with a good start in this game. 2nd down long 9. Jackets come up hard. And Hickman County trying to run the ball on a little motion in the backfield. They get the ball to Cole Patton, and Cole Patton tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, 3rd down and 9.
That play just looked like it got blown up at the point of attack.
Looked like it was a mixed match mess in the backfield.
Yeah, Patton was just trying to get outside. Good defensive line push on that one. They kind of blew that play up.
3rd down 9. Needing the 45 for the first down. Staying in the shotgun formation. More of a pistol set. Patton rolling to the left side, trying to get the ball down the field. Had a player wide open for the first down. Overthrows him. It's going to be 4th down and 9. Pass.
Uri was coming over, but you're right. He had a little bit of space. But the quarterback was running to his left, and that's just a tough pass to make.
Number 80, Brian Sensing, was wide open 10 yards down the field. It would have been an easy first down had the pass been on target. Sitting back short for a punt. That's going to get blocked if they do that very often tonight. They're going to have to rethink that punt formation, Tim. They can't go 7 yards behind for the punt, and they got that one off barely.
I was worried that he was so close that we were going to run into him.
We kind of did a little bit, and I think if the punter would have gone down, they may have given it to him.
Yeah, if he'd have done the academy type of thing.
Absolutely. It's going to be 1st down 10 Yellow Jackets. Ball at the 30-yard line. Second time they get the ball on offense tonight. They get the first time after a turnover. This time they force a 4-and-out. Jumping into the neutral zone defense.
55, 59? I can't quite see the other number. 59.
Jackets get a free 5. 1st down and 5.
From the 35.
Jackets coming strong with their offensive line of Jacob Conrad, Zeeb Green, Charlie Oliphant, Jones, and Conrad. Snap back is good. Looking down the field, trying to hit Estes. Estes not there. He throws the ball away, basically. It's going to be a 2nd down and 5. That's something you don't mind seeing. Not an open receiver, so he throws the ball where no one can intercept it.
And he was looking back across the field to see if Camp was breaking free down the middle, and there just wasn't an opportunity to throw it, and I didn't see Camp breaking free, so he did the wise thing.
Butcher and Estes come out. Warren, Andrew Warren, and let's see, that was Ragsdale that checked in. Oh, Cobb checked in. That's who it was.
Oh,
hand off.
Nothing.
Deep in the backfield, and Hickman County's back there quicker than the ball almost. It's going to be a loss of 1 from 1st and 5 to 3rd and 6. Whew. The Jackets are stymied on the next 2 plays.
And number 59 got inside penetration, blew that play up. And the Hickman's coming out in that three-man front that we've seen that's so popular.
Warren checks out. I formation in motion is Ragsdale. Fake coming into. Oh, it's going to be intercepted. Throwing against his body. Didn't work very well that time. Interception, and
we got an illegal block back here.
A flag at the 44-yard line. It's going to be an interception, but it's going to be moved back quite a bit based on the illegal block, if I can say it. That pass.
That ball didn't come off his hand well at all. It was wobbling. It didn't have any velocity on it.
Receiver wasn't open on that play. Tried to force it in there. Not able to do so. So it's going to be the first turnover tonight for the Yellow Jackets. And typically uncharacteristic to have an interception coming off the hands of Zimmerman. Ball is walked back inside the 35-yard line to the 34, where it will be 1st down and 10 after the interception. Negates a good return after the interception by Hickman County. The Bulldogs staying in shotgun formation here. Quarterback keeper again up the middle. goes nowhere because Charlie Oliphant says, I'm going to bear tackle you to the ground behind the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss.
That's what that was. He just kind of said, I'm stopping this play. He got good penetration, met him in the backfield.
2nd down and 11. The Jackets they got away, the Bulldogs got away with that quarterback keeper the first couple of times they ran it. And the second couple of times, the Jackets have been right there to stop it for little or no gain, and this time a loss. Jackets coming up hard to crash in. Handoff again over just between the guard and the center.
Yeah, inside. That was an inside. They kind of blocked down with the guard, and then they had the center try to steal one way and get a gap, and it just did not work. Well defensed by that Jacket defensive line.
3rd down and 9. Gain of 2 on the last play. Cole Patton not able to get any push from his line against the Yellow Jacket front.
Yeah, Jackets, they've kind of modified their defense a little bit. They've moved away from that 3-man front the last few weeks to a 4-man front, and it seems to be working a little better for them.
Snap back is good.
Screenplay.
Patton's getting the screen. You're right. What a great
nice
tackle right there.
Ragsdale.
Holy smokes, what a great play by Cameron Ragsdale. Not only saves for the 1st down, but he saves a touchdown. If he doesn't make that tackle, he's gone.
Yeah, we're definitely chasing. Woo. You saw that screenplay developing. Well, and it was very well blocked. They got into that second layer on our linebackers.
4th and a couple. Hickman County
trying to draw sides.
Didn't work. They may step back. This time they're going to hand it off and go for the 1st down, and they've got it. Needing 2, they get 3. 1st down for Hickman County. No flags on the play. The Jackets not able to stop them. Going for the 1st down. Down 7-0 on their side of the field. Pretty gutsy play, but it worked.
A lot of faith in that offensive line on the coach's call there, Kevin. And he got the 1st down, but he didn't get it easy.
Nope, Patton with a good run. Cole Patton, that is. Handoff to Cole Patton coming to the left side. Doesn't have much room at all, and the Jackets are right there. Joe Camp with the tackle.
And Steele, number 40, right? He got a little bit of that coming up. Very well defended.
By number 40, Jason Steele.
Joe Camp and Steele on the tackle. Camp stayed at home, made sure nothing happened there.
Yeah, that play looked like it had a little potential in the beginning, but that Fairview defense rallied, got out there and made a nice job of stopping it and making a good open field tackle.
Setting up in more of a pistol formation, being rushed, trying to get the ball down the field, and it's completed. It's a floating pass. Gets to the receiver who was wide open, tackled again by Ragsdale. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Steele came in late, and they brought their tight end across to help protect. Give that quarterback time to throw that little floater. I tell you, that's an ill-advised type of pass.
No doubt. Morgan Patton got away with that, and Terry Davis with the catch. Hickman County actually has not enough on the line. Coming through the middle of the line, he's got plenty of room for the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown. Number 14, Morgan Patton, the quarterback, takes it, runs right to the left side.
Yeah, missed it.
Nobody home that time.
No, linebackers failed to make the stop on that, Kevin. That's a quick hitter. He found the seam, and I don't know if we had a stunt or something going on with the linebackers, but there was nobody home.
Caught them with their hand in their pocket on that play, it looked like. Extreme soccer-style point-after kick coming up here by Mayberry. Kick up and away is a line drive, but it barely covers the crossbar, and it's good. Tying the ball game up at 7 with 4:25 left in the first quarter.
Well, we've seen what Hickman County's big players are going to come from the Patton brothers, and I think even more so the quarterback. I think he's the one that makes them go. He's the juice of that team, and he's just looking for seams, and they believe that once he gets to the second level, he can't be caught.
Well, that time for sure, Morgan Patton, the sophomore, got into the open field and ran away from the Yellow Jackets. The Jackets just seemed they were, like you mentioned earlier, they just looked like they were caught off guard with that play. They were standing still for the most part until they realized he was in the open. Not going to catch him, not having any momentum with your run to start with.
Yeah, they spread the field a little bit, and the linebackers, just in the inside linebackers, they've got to make that play. That's their play.
Where you matter most. First Bank employees are running the concession stand tonight.
A good game early. Jackets take away the ball, go down and score. This time, Hickman County takes away the ball on the pass interception, and they score. So turnovers to touchdowns tonight has been the theme. Both teams have accomplished the goal. Buttry, and it looks like Buttry and Caldwell back deep for the Yellow Jackets. And to kick the ball away is number 40. Not sure who it is, actually. Kavolke kicks the ball away into the end zone for the touchback.
Going to the end zone for a touchback. Fairview will take over the ball on first
Newt
down 10 from the 20-yard line.
Let's see. Cavole.
I saw that early. I was going to let you pronounce it.
I'm butchering it pretty much. So Jackets take over on offense. First down and 10 after the ball by number 40 is kicked into the end zone. How about that?
There you go.
Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by Bobby Stevens, Jamie Dotson, Evan Hunsinger, Carter Murphy, Matt Creech, Liam Driscoll, Devin Thornhill. Pass out. Caught at the 20-yard line by Joe Camp. Had to go down on his knees to catch it. It's going to be a loss of a half yard on the play. Not able to reach down and grab it and keep his feet. He had a little room.
Yeah, that one was a little bit too low.
There's a flag thrown. I assume it's going to be sideline warning against Hickman County.
Sideline warning?
Yeah.
Based on who threw it and where it's thrown, it had to be. Officials making their notes in their little notepad. Clock stopped while they do so. 4:03 left here in the first quarter. Tie ball game, 7-7. Before the play can get started.
Oh. You have a penalty on the field.
The officials weren't ready, so they blew the play dead before it started.
Yeah.
No penalty on anyone.
Right after we showed them the play.
Snap back is a little high. Zimmerman keeps it, trying to get past the initial fray in the middle, not able to do so.
Nah, too many bodies in the middle of the field. He didn't have anywhere to go.
Gain of 1.5. We'll give him 2 officially. Out to the 21-yard line. It's third down and 9. Offensively tonight, after that 2 big plays the Jackets made after the turnover for the touchdown, Hickman County pretty much has stymied them. Rolling to his left again, throwing against his body, gets the ball out for the first down. Cameron Ragsdale with the catch and the first down. Yellow Jackets have the ball, first down and 10.
It's wonderful to have a weapon like Hunter Zimmerman on your football team.
I tell you, he throws against his body pretty clever.
Yeah, the first option was not there. He was looking down the middle of the field. It just was not there, so he bought some time, moved to his left, and still got his feet and shoulders in a position to make a great throw.
Camp stays split out wide right. Ragsdale in the slot, comes in motion. Offset I formation, handoff to Caldwell. Caldwell gets a little bit of room, picks up a gain of 3. It's going to be second down and 7.
I'll tell you what, Hickman County's linebackers get to the ball very quickly, and they're not missing tackles.
They're not actually giving him the forward progress, I thought, so it's a gain of 2.
Yeah,
I thought he gets out to the 40-yard line easily.
I did, too. I thought he got a...
Jackets staying under center. A little bit more of an offset a small offset. Zimmerman trying to get away from the rush, gets outside, gets the ball down the field. It's caught. They're saying that Ragsdale had his foot on the line. Even though he caught the ball, it's an incomplete pass. Whew. Coach King's looking at the official as though, hey, I'm sitting here watching it. Why was that incomplete? Looked like he was into me.
I don't think the official had his head turned around all the way, Kevin.
I don't think so.
Look at that, to tell you the truth. But once again, Zimmerman buys time because I believe his number 17 had him. I mean, he had him, he had a bead on him, and Hunter made him miss.
Yeah, that would have been a first down on the pass.
Or just the officials' timeout while they review that last play.
Yeah, that's one that I think if there was a challenge flag available, Coach Hughes would be throwing it.
It looked to me like he was in bounds. I couldn't tell if he juggled the ball or not. I didn't have a good look.
Snap back is good. It's going to be a wide receiver screen this time to Estes, and Estes drops the ball. That's been a bugaboo on that play this year. It's been completed for a touchdown on one play and a couple of catches, but we've had on that receiver screen,
we've had
5 or 6 drops this year. 4th down and 8. Buttry going back to punt the ball away. And number 7 back deep, and that's Cole Patton. Snap back is good. Buttry gets his handle. It's a low rolling tight punt. It's getting on the ground on the Jackets roll. Patton picks it up and brings the ball forward out to the 26-yard line.
Camp made the tackle, I believe. Wasn't that number 15 down there? And Max Cole?
Max Cole.
I thought I saw 15, yeah.
There he comes. That's one of those punts that you see it coming off, it can't do nothing but roll forward. There was no chance the tip of the ball was going to hit and take a backwards bounce. And good heady play right there by Hickman County, because that ball, if it's not picked up or caught, it's going to roll into the 4 or 5 yard line area and just die.
Absolutely.
In motion, coming back and coming forward for the completed pass and getting out there for the close to the first down, a gain of 8 yards.
Yuri Brulé comes in there and just kind of stops that mess. He was trying to wait and make a move to the outside, and Yuri just came in and kind of shut that down.
Interesting play. You could see it happening the whole time, but yet, even though you saw it happening or the defense saw it happening, they just couldn't get into position to stop it, because if they move over to have total control of that, who knows, they could have come back to the right side.
That's right.
On the weak side and made a big play out of it. Again, up the middle of the field, down the center, nobody at home there. Ragsdale trying to catch him, and he's catching up with. He's going to make a diving catch. Makes a tackle at the 4 yard line. Good effort right there by Ragsdale to catch up with number 7.
Missed tackle in the hole. We had a man on him and missed the tackle.
Ragsdale on the tackle he made. He was punching at the ball as he was riding him to the ground inside the 5 yard line.
That's good hustle by Ragsdale to come back and get that tackle.
Sure was. In that particular case, another play, 2 series in a row on offense by Hickman County, where they just created a huge gap.
That's what they're looking for. They're looking for that inside gap. It looks like,
I believe the Jackets have 12 on the field. Yep, they had 12 on the field.
So there's too many men on the field against the Yellow Jackets. Be half a distance to the goal line.
Oh, my.
First and goal.
So half the distance
from the 2 yard line.
From the 4 to the 2 yard line, first and goal. Hickman County, with the way they've been gashing the running game, and we knew before the game started that the running game was going to be a big deal. And another untouched touchdown run in, this time again by Morgan Patton. This time he goes to the right side, untouched in the end zone, 2 yards, 13-7 lead. Hickman County Bulldogs. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. So the Jackets have given up 2 huge running plays in the first half.
Yeah, if you look at this game, the Jackets have shut them down except for 2 plays. It's not like they're controlling the ball.
Kick up and away again. Line drive about 4 or 5 feet above the crossbar, but it's down the middle, and it's good. 14-7. Hickman County went down early 7-0, and they've roared back with 14 consecutive points. And the Jackets on defense, it appeared they had everybody within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, and Ragsdale on that last play was the guy. Looked like he was in a free safety spot, more so than a cornerback spot, and he saw it and turned on his jets and was able to catch.
Yeah, that was a nice hustle by Ragsdale. And I'll tell you, if you look at that game, what they're doing is they're spreading the field. They run wide people to the other side, and that takes our defensive backs out of the middle of the field. It makes it harder to make tackles when he breaks that seam like that. They've got to do what Ragsdale did, come from behind and make the tackle. That's why it's the linebackers have to make that play, or the line. Between the line and the linebackers, they've got to shut that down because you don't have a lot of defensive back support because the field is spread.
Hickman County set the ball down to kick it away.
Who's kicking?
Yeah, number 40.
Did you read where he was from?
Line drive, side winding kick, picked up at the 1 yard line. Buttrey has it. Carrying the ball a little loose, it looked like, out to the 26, 27 yard line. 27 is where they're going to spot him down.
He's got it up there high and tight against his shoulder pads.
That was an interesting carry of the ball right there, if I may say.
That's a ball carrying drill to keep the ball high and tight so you don't get it low to get it knocked out. You still need to cover it up when you get into the group, but that's a good sign. I mean, he's thinking high and tight. That prevents the punch-out fumble.
Newt Kovali, the kicker. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This time
We
coming
got
to the
good
right
blocking
side.
there.
Caldwell's got the edge, trying to get outside, and he gets 14, it looks like, 15 yards on the carry. First down, 10 Yellow Jackets.
Now that was awesome. Nice blocking. Nice blocking by that Jacket line. And Caldwell. Caldwell got out there and got a great lead block on the outside.
Caldwell ran the ball.
Was that Caldwell? Then it was Ragsdale.
Yeah, Ragsdale made the block. Hey, that's okay.
I've got a
handoff, quick hit up the middle of the field. Warren gets the ball after the 50-yard line. A quick hit gain. Well, that was not Warren. That was number 34, Tommy Cobb. Quick hitter up the middle of the field. Gain of 8. We've seen Cobb running from that fullback spot a couple of times this year. Quick handoff going to the left side. Ragsdale has it, made the cut. He's got the sideline.
He could go all the way.
It's a matter of speed. This time he not able to get outside the last tackler for Hickman County, but he gets down to the 25-yard line where it's going to be first down, 10 Yellow Jackets. The Jackets are trying to bounce back and get this next score of the ball game. Doing a good job with the last couple of plays for sure.
Like that set of play calling by Coach Hughes. Outstanding, keeping them off balance on that defensive side of the ball.
Outside sweeps, one coming to the right side, the second one going to the left side, both picking their spots. This time, same play cuts up in the middle of the field. It's going to be a gain of 5.
Oh.
And there's a flag coming in late.
Late in the middle. I don't know if it's going to be it's pointing at us.
Gain of 4, but it's going to be brought back.
You know, one of the most frustrating things for me, and they actually were talking about this, I think, on college football over the weekend, is when the play is well past.
And it's pretty much over.
It's over, and there's absolutely no way what's happening is having an impact on the play. But you call the penalty. That is just a frustrating thing.
Big step off from the spot. It's going to be a 9-yard step off. First down and 19. It's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Jackets let the clock run out. Come to the sidelines and talk to the coach. Ball just inside the 35-yard line. We'll switch sides of the field. Tim, that was an interesting first quarter. It started out kind of all Jackets the first couple of series, and then Hickman County, their last 2 times on offense, basically found a little gash on the left side of the line and untouched for 60 yards and 50 yards.
Yeah. It's the same play within 4 feet, or 6 feet, between the inside shoulders of the guards and center. They have found a formation and a blocking scheme that seems to be working for them.
They caught the Jackets the perfect defense to run their set. Again, tonight's action being brought to you by the Fairview High School Media Department. Bobby Stevens, Jamie Dotson, Evan Hunsinger, Carter Murphy, Matt Creech, Liam Driscoll, and Devin Thornhill, with producer extraordinaire Bob King, Kevin Anderson, and Tim French on the call. All we're doing is having a discussion, enjoying watching the game. Hope you guys enjoy it. We went from first down and 19. They switched sides of the field, and it's
here we go.
Okay, here we go. Because it went first down and 19 to all of a sudden we had first down and 14. I like the first down and 14 better. They need to move the sticks back. Jackets come out in a shotgun formation. In motion, Caldwell. Caldwell gets the fake up the center of the field. Zimmerman takes the ball, gets it out to the original, or back to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to be second down and 10. Gain of 9 on the run. Trying to get back a little of the same play that Hickman County's gashing us for. Zimmerman runs the same thing. Under center this time. Coming in motion is Ragsdale, trying to find a seam. Can't get outside. It's going to be tackled for a pretty good loss on the play of 3 yards. Number 13, Terry Davis, who's had a good night already with the tackle for a loss of a couple. We got a favorable spot on that one. Looked like he was tackled for about 3 to 4 yards on the loss, and they moved it as a 2-yard loss. Ball at the 27-yard line. Zimmerman rolling to the right side, looking down the field. Nobody's open. He's going to try to get outside and get some yardage with his legs, and he is. Holy smokes, he's going to have the first down. Got a chance to get it toward the end zone. Hit on the knees after just taking the power run down the sideline for a huge gain for a first down, Yellow Jackets. I thought he was seamed in, wasn't going to be able to get out of the backfield.
I like that little 2-step move where he froze them and then he turns on the jets, gets outside, and then he makes 2 more people miss, goes down the sideline and gets up in it, but not until he gets close to that goal line.
First down goal. Ball spotted at the 5-yard line. Jackets huddling right at the ball, so they'll get on the ball quickly and snap it, which they do. Hand to the right side. Caldwell gets it inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. Maybe the 2. Maybe the 2. They look like the 1.
Second. That looks like what?
Second and goal at the 1.5-yard line. Marking it at the 2, so officially second down goal from the 2. Into the end zone with the dive. Caldwell holds onto the ball, takes it in on the right side. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. 14-13. Jackets come back, first score in the second quarter. Big drive right there. They needed the points.
Where is that horn coming from? That's cool. I like that.
A lot of nice things tonight with the touchdowns. You get the horn, you get the flag run.
Good job by the Jackets to answer.
Snap a little high. Good catch that time. Sets the ball down nicely. Good catch and set down that time by Baker. Jacob Baker with a snap with the hold. If he doesn't get that down, that's a 0 on the point after.
That was a nice drive by the Jackets. Nice drive by the Jackets. And I thought that Coach Hughes did an excellent job of keeping that defense off balance with the types of calls he was making.
Good recovery right there, as you said. They needed points, and they got them. Got them pretty quick, too. A little over a minute left when they got the ball. So about a 3-minute drive for the Jackets. A couple of big plays.
Ragsdale.
You had Ragsdale and Caldwell with 2 big runs, and then the big play on the sideline looked like hemmed in on 3rd down and 12. It looked like Zimmerman was going to go down for a big loss, trying to find someone to throw the ball to. Hickman County doing a great job covering up the receivers. And then he, like you said, he kind of dead-legged the defense and made hay out of it.
He just froze him. He kind of brought his feet together like he was going to stop and throw, and then they kind of gathered themselves to make a tackle, and then he just beat him to the edge.
Perez with a high kick. Hickman County this time is not going to call the fair catch at the 25-yard line. Going to try to find some room up the middle, and they get the ball out to the 33-yard line. Well, they'll start 1st down and 10. And I can bet you that the Jackets have talked about that run to the left, over the left side of the line. Right side of the defense, left side of the offense.
They're going to have to make some kind of adjustment to get it. They did. They've got Butchery in the middle. They've moved Butchery inside more to the middle of the field.
Mangrum comes in on the D-line as well. Going back to throw the ball. Oh, wow. The Jackets almost had an opportunity for a big interception for a potential pick 6 there. Wasn't able to turn the head around.
Yeah, it's just one of those, like, look, the ball's right there. Just look.
Just a little outside if it was a baseball call.
Yeah, nice tackle by Yuri Belay, I think that was.
Gain of 3. That looked like it had a lot of potential as well. Looked like we had potential for a big play, and then you realize that they were coming inside on the receiver screen.
Yeah, that's that. They're running a slightly different, slightly modified version of that same play, and
almost a complete bubble screen.
Yeah.
Running up the center of the field this time, finding room again, out close to the 1st down. It's going to be about a yard shy. Depends on where they give him the forward progress. Half a yard shy. It's going to be 3rd down and a half.
Yeah, Butchery got a piece of him at the line, slowed him down.
They're going to bring it in for a measurement. They got a favorable spot on that one.
Well, they sure did. Yeah, Butchery kind of slowed him down, gave Ortiz time to react back and get in on the tackle.
Good running, good hard running by number 14, Morgan Patton.
Now, how big is he? He looks small.
He's a sophomore. They list him as 155 pounds. I don't have his height.
I can believe that. He looks pretty small.
One of those, as you'd call, scat back type players, able to jitterbug and kind of move his way out into the free space and get a lot of room. He showed some power on that run there, though. It's about a half yard shy. It's going to be 3rd down and football and a half, maybe the full football length for the 1st down. Not changing their offensive set, staying in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers in the set again. 1 wide left, 1 right, and then receiver in the slot. Morgan Patton most definitely would take it and go right up the center of the field, and he does. He's going to have the 1st down out to the 45-yard line. The Bulldogs with the 1st down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackets saw it well and defensed it well. They just didn't need very much space on it at all to get that half a football or football length.
Jackets, that defensive right there, they put all of their linebackers and they all got into a gap. That was a pre-snap design by that Jacket defense. They weren't going to let them get a seam and go a long way. They were trying to stop that play before it got any kind of momentum.
4 down linemen on this play. Misdirection. I think it was
44 on that play.
More of a miscommunication. Coming in for a big tackle. Flake in on the play.
Flake wasn't. I thought 44 or 34 was in on it. I think it was Cobb.
Cobb and Flake both back in backfield waiting on him to cut back. That looked like starting out with a little bit of a misdirection, but I think it was a miscommunication again.
I agree.
Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and 14. Trying to get out in the open space again. It's going to be tackled for a gain of 1.
Number 50 is Ortiz and 66 on that tackle.
Zeeb Green, number 66, and Ortiz, number 7.
Big third down play here.
Third down and 13 yards. Jackets D does not need to give up that big hole for the running play. Looks like they're sending all receivers and all skill players to the line of scrimmage. In motion.
Did
they called a, I'm not real sure.
We did
the flag. They said that we lined up in the neutral zone. So it's now going to be, instead of 3rd and 13, it's going to be 3rd down and 8. I didn't see it.
He called it on Flake, and Flake was not. At least where I'm looking at it, he looked like he had a good half yard between him and the ball.
They're reversing the call.
Now they're saying it was the split end. That's what I thought he
there
called.
We go. There we go.
It was the split end lined up in front of the ball, number.
Big 10-yard differential
now
there.
Now it makes sense to me because it looked like their end was offside.
I thought he was too. I mean,
they were right in front of us, and Flake was not lined up, and that's who the one referee pointed at.
The coaching staff did a really good job of making sure the officials got the right call. Now they're having to explain it to Hickman County that they motioned or they pointed the wrong way.
See this formation, Kevin? Trips wide. This is where they may try to run that thing up the middle.
We've got one guy uncovered for Hickman County going to the left. Oh, we got him going back, just throwing it. Ortiz trying to get to it. That more than likely is going to, it should be
There's grounding.
Nobody there for Hickman County. That should be an intentional grounding.
Grounding and loss.
Nobody there for Hickman County.
They're going to talk about it. They're talking about it.
And they're going to make the call. That is the correct call. Nobody in the area from a receiver or running back spot. And that is the absolute 100% correct call. The coaching staff of Hickman County is not going to like the late flag, but it's correct. When they watch this on film, they're going to know that that's the right call.
Well, the official downfield went back and talked to the head referee and told him there is no one there.
Also got a good earful again from the coaching staff to make sure he saw that there was nobody in the area where that pass was thrown. And, I mean, just watching it transpire, we knew that he was just throwing the ball away, hoping that somebody was in that area. And he's really fortunate that there wasn't a black and gold player in that area for a pick six.
I'll tell you what, I think that's the fastest I've seen Mr. Ortiz run for about a 20-yard sprint in a long time. He wanted that one bad.
He was chasing a hamburger on that one.
That's right. Hamburger, he thought that was a ribeye steak or a filet. He wanted it.
Snap back. And I'm telling you, the Jackets are going to get that before the night's over. Ball hits down, takes a huge Hickman County bounce forward.
Wow.
What a blessing of a kick for
15
them.
yards after the hit.
That ball hit down. It's going to be spotted at the 25. That ball hit down at the 45-yard line and took a vicious bounce forward. Wow. That was huge.
It hit down at what, the 40?
Yeah, that ended up being a 50-yard punt from the 15-yard line to the 25-yard line.
Turned the field.
Well, he kicked it from, actually, it was about a 44-yard net punt.
They're looking at Buttry's forehead. I don't know if he got a gash or what.
Jackets toss sweep out to the right side. Caldwell trying to get into the open. Playing it very well that time is number 7, Patton. Cole Patton with the tackle for loss. It'll be a loss of a couple of yards.
Came from the safety position. It's hard to get a block on that.
He saw that from the very beginning, had to have. Otherwise, there's no way he could have
he was moving.
that spot.
He was moving on the snap.
Jackets calling the play from the line of scrimmage. Buttrey comes in late for Ragsdale. This time, toss back. It's hitting the ground. Hopefully the Jackets can get back on the ball. The ball is going to be picked up and recovered at the 6-yard line. That was disaster from the very beginning.
Yeah,
Hickman County in right on top of Zimmerman. Zimmerman still tried to make the toss sweep back to Caldwell. Caldwell not taking a very good angle at trying to just recover the ball either. But credit that time goes to Hickman County.
Yeah, they delivered a blow on Hunter just as he was pitching it. Kind of destroyed that play from the get-go.
Big turnover right there by the Yellow Jackets. First down goal, ball at the 6-yard line. Morgan Patton takes it, fakes the handoff, tries to go to the left side. He does. He zigs and zags. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. Looked like he was going to be tackled for a loss. He gets away from
66 had a shot at
Zeeb
him, but
Green.
he was chasing.
You're right. Zeeb had a good shot at him right there, and the elusiveness of Morgan Patton, the sophomore,
He's quick.
took over.
He's quick. 2 turnovers, 2 touchdowns.
Hunter Mayberry in for the point after. Again, an extreme soccer-style format. Kick up and away this time is down the middle, a little higher, but and it's also good. 21-14. That's one of those turnovers that is destined for failure when they get it inside the 10-yard line.
They just blew up the inside of that Fairview line. I don't know if a linebacker was coming or what, but he just really delivered a blow to Hunter's back, and that's what destroyed that pitch.
About the only offense that wouldn't have scored on that would have been Vanderbilt's this year.
Yes, for sure. But I think Vanderbilt's going to come back. They're playing 27 underclassmen or something like that.
They've played 31 so far,
yeah.
but
and I don't think, as much as everybody loved James Franklin, he did not leave the cupboard full as he exited town.
Well, he didn't leave it completely full, but it definitely is not as bare as it's looking.
No.
You could almost take 11 guys from the student body.
Yeah. Well, changing
and score 0 points.
A new coach coming in with a lot of young players and changing the system on both sides of the ball. It's
a hard thing, yes. Cavalli gets the ball away. It's a long kick into the end zone, and the Jackets actually were going to bring it out, but they blew the ball dead because it crossed the goal line. But Chase was ready to bring that sucker out.
All right, let's see if that offense of the Jackets can turn it around. Answer that. Like to get a score and get in for halftime.
.6:11 left here in the first half. Jackets now trailing by 7. Trying to get a quick hitter up the middle of the field, and Hickman County
59 just
right
came
there.
right down from the defensive left end. They got that 3-man front, and he just crashed down from the beginning.
Dalton Parks.
And they're not playing
Big
him
tackle.
wide. See, he's playing inside, almost like a defensive tackle.
In motion, Caldwell, snap back, trying to find an open seam. This time the pass goes good. Estes down
There
the
you
left
go.
sideline. If he can out-muster, knocked out of bounds after a huge gain from the 19-yard line. There's a flag down on the field at the line of scrimmage on the Hickman County side of the field, and it looks like something's going to be brought back.
What? Oh, my.
Illegal procedure against the Yellow Jackets. I'm wondering if this illegal procedure is not enough men on the line of scrimmage, and that's what he's shaking his head saying it is. Jackets can only have 4 in the backfield. And so you have to have the appropriate number stepping up to the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
That's a huge, huge turnaround right there. A gain of 37 yards, all for naught. Estes makes a good grab on the receiver screen that time, and the Jackets aren't able to keep it. Down 7, 5:33 left here in the first half. Jackets looking to the sideline. Zimmerman, shotgun formation. Ragsdale in motion. Looking down the field. Hunter pulls it down, makes a good move to the outside. He's going to get the ball back up close to the original line of scrimmage.
He didn't have enough time. Ragsdale was breaking free. He just didn't have enough time to set his feet and throw it. It was a double move on Ragsdale.
I think if Zimmerman would have been a tad bit more patient there, he had Ragsdale on the fly.
Yeah, he did, but I don't think he felt like he had enough time to set his feet and throw it.
Snap back. Looking down the field again. No one at home. He's going to try to get the ball away. He's running around trying to find a room. He's actually found something there. Not much. Gets the ball away.
He's over the line of scrimmage.
But you're exactly right. Across the line of scrimmage, through the ball, it's going to be a penalty. I'd like to see him go ahead and just pull it down and run for what he could get on that play.
Yeah.
Because you could tell he was throwing it away to be throwing it away there.
Number 59 is starting to wreak havoc. He's getting into the backfield a lot. They've moved him down further in the line. He was outside shoulder. Now they've moved him down, like I said, almost as a defensive tackle.
Under 5 minutes left here in the first half. The Jackets, again, uncharacteristically on offense, made a couple of mistakes that time.
Wow, critical on a very successful play.
Buttrey back to punt the ball away. Low snap, goes down and gets it. Kicks it quick. Ball hits down out of bounds. And they're going to trace it back.
35. Whoa. 32, I think.
Yep, 32-yard line. Maybe the 31-yard line. Looks like he's setting it down at the 31-yard line, Tim. It's going to be first down 10 Hickman County with only 31 yards in front of them.
The Jacket
for a
defense
score.
needs to gen a turnover right now, Kevin. We need to gen a turnover.
I don't know that they have the kicking game for a long field goal. So if they can stop them on 4 downs and not allow them to get a first down, that would be huge right here. Tall sweep out to the right side and slipping down. Number 7, Cole Patton, falls down after it's going to be a loss on the play back to the 34.5-yard line.
He was looking to plant and make a cut inside. He thought he saw something because the Jackets were getting to the edge and it didn't look like there was going to be a lot there.
Loss of 3.5 yards on the play. That's one of the first steps you need. Stop on first down now is made. Second down play upcoming. Need another stop.
Yeah, they brought in some beef over here on the right side of that offensive line.
Jackets come quick. Tall sweep out to the left side. He's got a little bit of room.
Fumble.
Oh, fumble on the play. Looks like Hickman County jumps back on the ball.
That was the opportunity.
The 25-yard line. Jackets, like you said, Tim, they had an opportune moment right there and wasn't able to capitalize. Third down and 4. Ball at the 20, just inside the 25-yard line. Need 2 more stops right here. Timeout called for by Hickman County with 3:23 left here in the first half of action. It's been a good, tight game. Mistakes have been the riddle that has not been solved by the Yellow Jackets in the first half.
Yeah, Achilles heel. It's been an Achilles heel. Turnovers. 14 points off of them. in all fairness, we've got 7 off of a Hickman County turnover.
Yes, we do.
But those turnovers, man, those are the things that make coaches unable to sleep at night.
Well, the one turnover we gave them, 1st and goal at the 6-yard line, that was
a gimme.
That was definitely a gift. That one had a bow on it. It was wrapped so tight. Big play right here, though. 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, they're in 4-down territory. We got to shut them down and make it a 4th and long. Because as you said, I don't think they've got the field goal.
They don't have the unit we have, that's for sure.
What?
Running up the center of the field. Not any space
Nice.
this time. Good tackle right there by the Jackets.
Was that Butchery? Yes. That's the difference. We've moved him into the middle of the field. That's the tackle that wasn't getting made earlier in the game.
4th down and 2. Oliphant in for James Mangrum.
They run that number 7 in motion to try and pull the safety over to open up the middle of the field. So if he clears the linebackers, he's got a clear shot to the end zone.
Jackets definitely playing 10 in the box. Handoff up the middle of the field. They're going to have the 1st down, have a chance at getting 6, and they get into the end zone again. That's another play. Just scoots into the end zone for the touchdown. The Jackets almost had him at the line of scrimmage. Cutting back to the inside, number 7, Patton, takes the ball to the house from 24 yards out.
Just unable to get our hands on him, Kevin. Just unable to get our hands on him for the stop. I thought we were in position to stop him short of the 1st down at the beginning of that play, but it just didn't work out.
Snap back, ball set down is good. Just a short pooch kick through the upright, and it's good. 28-14, Hickman County getting the revenge that they came to get.
This first half has not been the kind of first half the Jackets were looking for after a bye week. I think they felt they were coming out fresh, had 2 weeks to prepare. They felt like they'd worked on a lot of things. And so far in the first half, it just hasn't gone the Jackets' way.
The game definitely started in the Jackets' favor, getting the turnover on the second play from Hickman County, taking it into the end zone 2 plays later on offense, taking a quick 7-0 lead. And Hickman County, they forged back in this game with 2 huge runs over the left side of the line. One went all the way in for the touchdown from their quarterback, number 14. And then the second one went all the way down to the 4-yard line, where a good effort to keep that one from going in by running back number 7, Patton. Ragsdale chased him down at the 4-yard line. But on the very next play, after a Jackets offsides from the 2-yard line, they easily get into the end zone with their quarterback, number 14, Morgan Patton. Jackets came back, tied the score at 14, and have given up a couple of short fields. Jackets take the ball at the 1-yard line. Up the center of the field, number 5, Chase Might with a good return of 29 yards out to the 29-yard line.
That was a good return right from the goal line. That was
he almost broke that. Within a couple of inches of breaking that one.
Yes, sir.
Jackets come out with 3 wide right, 2 receivers in the slot. Rolling to the right side, trying to find one open. Caldwell had a little space down the field. Zimmerman pulling the ball in, trying to find even more space. He reverses field and gets nailed at the line of scrimmage. And when you reverse field, you're going to typically see a flag 5 out of 10 times because you've got your offensive players trying to create space. And that play right there, Tim, I'd like to have seen him just keep it down on the ground and get as much as he could to the left side.
Yeah, he should have just – that's one of those you kind of make the best you can and just take what you can, get out of bounds, and protect yourself.
And every now and then you see a player trying to do a little bit too much, and I think that's what what happened to Zimmerman on that play. He's trying to make more happen than what was needed in that situation.
Yeah, I didn't see that call, Kevin. Was it holding?
Blocking the back. Well, it looked like they gave the signal of
blocking the back.
Blocking the back. Could have been a holding call. But where they stepped it off from, I believe it was a block in the back. Holding would have been from the spot of the foul, right? Okay. So first down and 20 after the 10-yard step off. Snap back, rolling to the left side. Trying to get into the field. Camp stops, turns around. Good coverage again by the defense of Hickman County. Step for step with Joe Camp running down the field. Now Joe that time turned around a little quick probably, and instead of chasing the ball.
He didn't run through the ball, but I think he lost it. I think he lost the ball. That's how he ended up out of a line with it.
That was going to be a tough completion right there because the defense had Joe Camp covered really well. Zimmerman threw the ball where only Camp would be able to run through it, though. That was the good part of that.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Jackets have some success running the ball, at least wear this clock down.
Second down and 20. Receiver screen to the right side. Again, goes all for naught. Trying to reach out in one hand that one and bring it in was Estes.
Yeah, I think he was moving in to catch the ball, and the ball was a little bit out front.
Yeah, and instead of coming forward with again, trying to run through the ball, he went parallel to the line of scrimmage that time. They'll find that definitely on the film. Jackets in a bit of trouble here. Clock stopped at 1:58, third down and 20. They don't want to give the ball back to Hickman County with a short field again. Caldwell trying to get outside, and Hickman County is right there to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be fourth down and 20.
I'll tell you what, that hurt. No, that number 7, he did not like that tackle. Caldwell put a hurt on it. You can see him walking off. That one hurt. Caldwell delivered a blow on that one.
Hickman County calls a timeout, keeping the clock from running. They want to try to get one more score. Jackets will get the ball to start the second half. So Hickman County trying to make as much hay as they can. And, Tim, they've done a really good job of moving the ball down the field. Now, of course, the last two possessions that they scored on was a total of 37 yards. So it doesn't take a ton of great success on offense.
Right, we had a shank punt, which is very out of character for the Jackets, and then we had the fumble.
Yeah, Buttry usually gets the ball. It's high, either end over end, and the one we saw earlier in the game tonight was one that was going to hit and roll.
Yeah, I think he was trying to kick it down the sideline so they didn't get a chance to return. He just didn't get it just came off the side of his foot.
It was a low snap, if we recall.
Yep.
And sometimes that just puts a little extra pressure on you to try to get the ball away. One of those knuckleball kicks going to hit down this time and took a Hickman County bounce, and the Jackets hit the ball and knock it backwards, but the ball is going to be spotted down.
About the 46?
47-yard line, I believe, is where the ball was hit. I don't know if they have the spot on it or not, because the back official, I'm not sure, knows exactly where the ball was hit. There's a flag on the play. Personal foul against the Yellow Jackets.
Can't have that. You just
can't lose your composure at this point in the game.
That's not helping your football team.
I'm assuming that it was Cameron. Came to the sideline a little steamed, it looked like. And that is an assumption. Discussing it right now.
That's after the kick. Won't it be from the spot of where the ball is?
It should be from the 46-yard line, step off of 15 yards. Looks like they're going to move the Jackets back and have them punt the ball again. I thought if it was during the kick, they had the option of taking it at the end of the kick. if they do have this option, though, which I guess is what they chose. Moving the Jackets back another half the distance to the goal is what they chose to do. Back to the 10-yard line. So it's going to take an extremely good kick to get the ball anywhere near where it was this last time, kicking away from the receiver, and the Jackets get a wonderful bounce of the ball across midfield to the 49-yard line where the Jackets will spot it down. What a great kick that time by Buttry.
Nice.
Ball be down, back, same place, 48-yard line, 49.
That Jacket defense has got to shut down this Hickman offense and get into halftime.
1:23 left.
I'd like to see a turnover. I just don't think we're going to see Hickman County throw the ball.
Hickman County's thrown basically wide receiver screen, bubble screen. That's been their only success tonight, throwing the ball. They have a couple of
I don't think they've even attempted to go down.
I don't think so. I don't recall a lot of passes. Well, they thrown one that was we thought was a potential pick. Kind of floated down the center. They got away with it early in the game. Snap back, pulling it in to run the ball, and he's got more room. Makes a twisting turn.
Ortiz got a hand on him. They missed him at the line of scrimmage again. My goodness. They're there with their hands on him. They just can't get him down at the point of attack.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. You know, one thing, too, Tim, if they keep the ball on the ground as they have been all night.
Yeah, you'll see number 7's not back out there. I think he got his bell rung a little bit on that last hit from Caldwell.
Snap back to Morgan. Patton and Morgan. Patton hands the ball off. It's going to be a loss of 2.
They may not even snap it again.
On the play. You're right, Tim. It's 35 seconds and counting down. But the ball at the 49-yard line, it'd be hard-pressed to think they would not take a chance of getting something. But I think you're right. Looks like they're going to just take their time.
This could be one of those. I want to make sure it's not one of those sucker plays.
Yep, could be a Hail Mary. Could be, as you said, come up on the line of scrimmage. But I'd venture to say that there's a good chance just going to keep the ball and try to run to the line. But no, it's running it down the field. The Jackets have a chance for, oh, my goodness, good play right there. Stops the clock with the first down.
How do you not intercept that ball?
The ball is just floating up in the air, and the Jackets were playing the receiver that time, not the ball. Down at the 25-yard line. One more play, they're going to toss it into the end zone unless they do try to give their kicker a chance. It'd be a 42-yard field goal if they try to go for it. Go for the kick, that is. Jackets really needing this win, too. If they go 3-4 in the district, there's a chance that this loss could be devastating for their playoff hopes. It would be devastating.
I think they've got to win out to have a chance at the playoffs, because you've got Camden undefeated, Waverly undefeated, Hickman with 1 loss. We've got to play Waverly. Camden's already played Hickman. Camden, I think, will probably finish up undefeated. Waverly might have 2 losses if we can beat them next week. Is it 2 weeks? And I don't know who Hickman's got left. So having 3 losses is going to be tough. We've got to win out.
Hickman has their last 3 games are all district games. Fairview tonight, Waverly at home, and then they go on the road to finish out the season at Stewart County. Stewart County had come in here, and the Jackets took care of them. Throwing the ball into the end zone, have a receiver diving for the ball. That was way closer than we would like.
Really bad coverage. Horrible coverage. I mean, I'm sorry, but that was just bad coverage by the Jackets. On the last play of the half, to let a guy get 5 yards behind you in the end zone, and you know that's what they're going to do?
Uncovered pretty much right there was the receiver, Terry Davis. You had a receiver on the outside, and you had the same man covering both of them, and that's what it looked like anyway. But that's going to be the end of the first half. The Jackets go into halftime trailing by 14 to the traveling Bulldogs from Hickman County. We'll be back for the second half action in just a moment. ready for the second half action. Yellow Jackets come out from the halftime, huddling up with the coaches. Tim, they need to come out and just put their will in this football game and turn some tables. Started the game well, and then, as we've seen a couple of times with teams that we've witnessed over the last several years, sometimes when you get on a negative cycle, it's hard to break out of it and create positives and then take over the game.
Yeah, well, we get the opening kickoff of the second half, and we know that Coach Hughes and his staff are an outstanding group of coaches, and they've made some adjustments. And let's see if the Jackets can come out and take this first kickoff and take it down and get us back in this ball game.
Two sophomores back, Caldwell on the right side and Chase Myatt on the left, going down to the chase at the 6-yard line. Get behind his blockers, going to try to find the seam. He breaks it through. If you get on the outside, he's got the wheels to go the distance. Brought down at the last moment. A big return right there by Myatt.
And no hankies.
Boy,
nice.
he fell right behind the blockers that time, and they created a seam. Looked like the parting of the sea right there.
I'd like to see that one in slow motion. Where that wedge got up there and created a seam, and he just came flying through it.
Hayden Dearman saved a touchdown right there. Jackets come out I formation. Good seam blocking to the right side. Caldwell on the out
got
edge.
The edge.
He's down the sideline, knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Nice effort on the edge. Got good blocking out there. Caldwell just took it and ran.
17-yard gain from the one side of the field to the other. 44-yard line to the 39. This time, though, Hickman County gets in the backfield, and before the Jackets can fire off, Caldwell is brought back for a 5-yard loss is what they're going to say. Well, they're going to give him forward progress. It'll be a 4-yard loss.
They brought the safety up on that. I think that's safety 22. Yeah, they brought him up right on the line, and he just was able to get in there untackled, or unblocked, excuse me.
Jackets come back out in I formation. Good zigging and zagging. Ragsdale with a big run inside the 20, down at the 15. Tackled by 2 Hickman County players. Ragsdale, he gave a really good fake in, gave a good fake out.
They had him tackled 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he escaped. And then he made an outstanding move downfield to get outside.
Good play by Cameron Ragsdale. Jackets come out firing early in the second half. Handoff going to the right side. Caldwell may have a chance to get outside. Estes with a good block, staying with the block, allowing Caldwell. It's like Caldwell is taken out at about the 6-yard line.
And boy, you called it. Estes came back and got a nice effort on the outside. Good block, number 4.
Just shy of the first down, second down in inches. Handoff going to the right side. Not able to get the first down. It's going to be third down and short. Loss of 1 on that play. Caldwell was not able to find that hole.
He's walking like he took a shot to that thigh. I know a few weeks ago he actually came out of a ball game when he took a shot. I hope he's all right.
Jackets needing 1 yard on third down. Under center, coming to the outside, inside lane, diving into the end zone, touchdown! Ragsdale with a dive.
Nice.
And the judges hold up 10s on the scorecard with the dive. Jackets talked about imposing some will. They did on that drive, no doubt about it.
Nice block on this left side. I believe that's Camp and number 66. I'm not sure.
Steve Green and definitely had good blocking.
Nice in-tight play.
Good kick up and away, down the center and long, and it's good. The Jackets have cut the lead in half from 14-7 on the first drive of the second half. They came out, and you could tell that they had some good discussion during that locker room visit at halftime. They came out with a lot of emotion, from the kickoff, Chase takes it up the field from the 6-yard line all the way to the 44-yard line. 38-yard return to start the second half, and then the Jackets took over on offense from there.
Nice offensive possession. That was just a well-executed from the kickoff return all the way down to the score. Nice effort, nice blocking, just outstanding. Now we need a 3-and-out, Kevin. That defense needs that. We need this kickoff, shut them down, then we need a 3-and-out, get the ball back.
You know, looking at Hickman County coming out, there's a lot of space if the Jackets wanted to get a little froggy and do an onside kick. I know they're not going to do it or probably not going to do it. But there's a lot of space here on the left side, about 15, 20 yards of open space. Jeffrey Perez setting up, and they do go the onside kick, and the Jackets will get it. This was a perfect time for an onside kick. It sure looked like the Jackets had some space to try it if they would, and they did, and they got it.
Good call, Kevin. Good call, Kevin. Woo, gutsy call by the Fairview coaching staff, and it worked. Wow.
What a great call by the staff. Good recognition of the setup on the return team, and they took advantage of it. Good kick by Perez.
That ball kicked up
Excellent.
just like you wanted to. And I believe Yuri Blake got that, didn't he?
I couldn't see who went up and got it, but it was a perfect landing in the arms, no doubt. Shotgun formation. In motion, Caldwell. Double reverse, handing off to Ragsdale coming this side, and Ragsdale gets pulled down for a 2-yard loss. Hickman County ready for the Jackets running parallel to the line on that handoff, not giving them a chance to read the gaps.
Number 60 came up and put a hit on Cameron. I hope he's all right.
I formation.
Yeah,
Hickman County.
Offside.
2-yard loss on the tackle. They give 5 of it right back by jumping into the neutral zone.
Yeah, number 60, he's a little jazzed from getting a big hit on that last play. He's the one that jumped. Good discipline by that Fairview offensive line.
Instead of 2nd and 12, it's now 2nd and a long 7. Left side, Caldwell breaks the tackle. Gets on the inside, takes it outside, switches arms with the ball inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Jackets first down.
Nice ball handling, covers it up, gets to the outside, switches hands, just like they teach you.
No arm tackling on that play.
He broke 3 tackles. You like to see that kind of effort, and he's saying, Coach, I need a break.
Still in the game. Coming in to dot the I. Handoff this time, first man through is Cobb.
Hold the ball, Cobb.
Driving. Down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Bring him 2nd down and 6.
Still staying in the game. Jackets on the move, and Hickman County again, they take the bait.
Number 60 again.
They take the bait. Zimmerman comes up with a hard count, and number 60, as you called it, Tim, got a little froggy into the neutral zone, and
I feel bad for him because he's right over the ball.
Was that 60 that time or 40 that did that?
Let me see.
Looked like 40.
Yes, it was.
Second down and 1. That's a big 5 yards right there. That allows different plays to be called. Ragsdale on the outside. Gets inside the 10. First down, Yellow Jackets. Good, quick bubble screen pass out to the left side.
Camp got a decent lead block. Got him down the field.
Ball at the 8-yard line. First down and goal for the Yellow Jackets at the 8-yard line. Estes comes in to the outside, receiver on the right. Camp splits out to the left side. Caldwell getting on the outside. He's got the pylon
He
inside.
should get there.
He gets in. Touchdown! The Jackets have come within 1 point in the second half of tying this football game up, and Hickman County has yet to touch the ball on offense. Gutsy calling on the kickoff. Gets the Jackets the football back. They take it down the field, 48 yards for a score.
Nice.
Perez on for the point after to tie this ball game up. Snap back, good. Set down, good. Kick up and away is high.
It's good.
And the bobbleheads say yes, it's good. 28 all. The Jackets with a huge comeback to start this second half.
Coach Hughes is fired up, and that's what you love to see about this coaching staff. They are all fired up.
On the heels is what you say for the red and white team, the Bulldogs from Hickman County.
Got us a ball game.
They're stunned. The Jackets came out and took care of the deficit very quickly, Tim. That's something we were talking about off mic in the halftime, wondering if the Jackets was going to come out and show some fire. Questions answered. I tell you, at this point, if Hickman County comes back out with that same set, it wouldn't surprise me to see the staff again go for another onside kick. Just wouldn't surprise me. This time, Hickman County coming up more tightly to the initial line.
What he saw was Hickman County's discipline on the kick. They turned around, run back to form the wedge. They didn't even play the onside kick.
Hickman County does come up. They left a ton of space, and the Jackets are going to do it again in a huge kick. Unfortunately, that ball kicks out of bounds. That was an opportunity right there. Back-to-back onside kicks. Two great kicks by Perez.
I thought they had it.
I did too. That was, again, a gutsy call. I liked it, though, quite frankly. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll see if Hickman County takes the ball there, and they will.
First down.
First down, 10, Hickman County. First opportunity to get the ball on offense. I tell you, right there, the Jackets, they had a great opportunity. That ball kicked straight up in the air. Tim, I'm like you. I thought they had it. I thought they were going to get it.
I thought they were going to get it again. And I couldn't tell who the numbers were, but I thought, oh, my goodness.
Hickman County comes back out in the same offensive set. Handoff up the middle of the field, and the Jackets are right there. A huge tackle for loss. TFL, baby, back to the 40-yard line.
See, Kevin, number 7, still not in. I go back to that hit that Caldwell put on him in the first half. He's not in the backfield. Maybe he'll return later, but he has not been in the backfield since that hit.
They give forward progress to the 41-yard line. Loss of 2. Mangrum on the tackle. And, Tim, that's a big loss for them because Cole, the senior, Cole Patton,
yeah,
he's a difference maker as a running back.
Absolutely, and that allows us to narrow our focus to number 14 when you don't have to worry so much about number 7.
A little bit of discombobulation going on with Hickman County at this point. They call timeout to try to settle the team down, as right now the toes of their shoes aren't getting used because they're on their heels.
I'm looking for number 7 on the sidelines, and I don't – do you see him?
You know, even the crowd from Hickman County that was up very active, now sitting back as well, wondering what is going on. Hickman County looked like the better team in the first half. Not right now. The Jackets have taken the momentum back over in this game. Very solid return for the second half. That's just called good coaching right there.
And that's your players digging deep. They dug deep to get back into this ball game.
After the
timeout.
timeout.
They did it quickly.
Yes, they did. After the timeout, second down 12. Jackets come in looking for number 12 to get, 14 to get the ball.
Tackle
he does.
number 7. He's got to make that tackle when he gets there, Kevin.
Yuri Brulé comes up and makes the tackle.
Yeah, you know,
Third down and 4.
You hate to get there. You hate to get in position to make the tackle and miss. And with number 14, we can't afford to miss because when he gets motoring, he is a hard man to tackle.
I mean, he's slippery.
Absolutely.
He's a Crisco runner. Jackets come up looking for 14 to get the ball.
There we go.
And he does get it, and he's tackled at the 49-yard line for no gain.
That's fourth down now.
Fourth down and 4, and we'll see if Hickman County wants to put a little spread between where the ball potentially would be taken over by the Jackets or punting the ball downfield.
Right. They're going to go on a count and try to draw us offside, I do believe.
Well, they're splitting. Well, they're bringing in their punting team. They're splitting out. Patton to the right side, the quarterback.
I wouldn't put anybody back. I'd play it like a running.
We have a flag on the field.
And
Got a flag.
this may be settled real quickly. The middle judge comes up and he sees something in the line of Hickman County. Illegal substitution is the initial indication.
Is that because the punter came in late?
I guess so. They're saying that they broke the huddle since they did go in the huddle and they came out. Illegal substitution is the call. Actually, may have been illegal participation. They may have had 12 on the field. Punt the ball away, and it's a heck of a kick. It's going to hit down. It's going to go all the way down to the 4-yard line. Very nice kick right there.
That's why you like to get those in the air.
52-yard net punt right there. No return at all.
Woo. He's done that twice tonight.
Yes, he has. We've seen him on kickoffs. Great leg. So we said earlier we're not sure that they had the distance to kick for a long field goal. We haven't seen him kicking point afters. But I'd say from a leg power perspective, he has the ability. Jackets come back on offense.
Snap the ball. Oh.
Quick handoff up the middle of the field to the first man through.
That Cobb.
That's Tommy Cobb with the handoff. You're right on spot there, Tim.
I just figured it was him because I couldn't see the runner. He's a small guy.
Ball moved out to the 6-yard line, a gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8.
Pound for pound, I bet you he's the toughest guy on the field.
I tell you what, he's amazed me on that defensive line ever since he's been starting there. 2 years in a row at least. In motion goes Buttry. Handoff to the middle of the field. Actually, in motion was Buttry gets the handoff and takes the ball out to the 9-yard line. Whew. Ragsdale was in motion.
Big third down.
3rd down and 5. This would be a big get right here because punting the ball away, they're going to get great field position. That's what a punter can do. He can flip the field on you.
And that's what Hickman County is wanting. They're just kind of wanting this game to settle back down, let their players kind of gather themselves.
Hard counts there by Zimmerman, not able to draw Hickman County across for the freebie first down. And timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. 3rd down and 5 going to the sidelines. They did try to do that hard count again. It's worked. It worked twice on the last time they had the ball.
You know, coming out of this timeout, I'd try to get.
Oh, I would.
I'd
absolutely.
have a play, but still come out with a hard count.
Absolutely. I mean, we're looking at a staff that onside kicked the ball after the score twice in this half.
Mm-hmm.
If the Jackets could convert on this 3rd down play, keep that momentum going with their offensive team on the field.
Those handful of plays we always talk about, they're really big in a game. This is one of them. That onside kick was another.
Yes. Jackets come out with an offensive line of Conrad, Jones, Jacob Conrad, Zeeb Green, and Charlie Oliphant.
Look at that. Look at how much room they're giving Estes out there. Number 9 is inside.
Rolling to the right side. Pass down the field. Buttry has it. Has the first down.
Get out of bounds.
Past the 20. Out to the 22-yard line. First down, Yellow Jackets.
Tackle made, number 14.
Nice play. Looks like we have Ragsdale down
Yeah,
having some cramps. You saw that a little earlier, Tim, where he, right after he chased number 7
down.
Patton down earlier in the game, it seems like he's had a couple of issues with the legs.
Yeah, and I don't believe I see number 7 on defense either. So it's official. I think he's out of the ball game. Yeah, he's sitting down there on the bench.
He's on the bench. I see him too. You're exactly right. Well, I hope he's okay. I hope it's not one of those situations where they're having to sit him out because of potential head issues there.
Oh, man. You know, I hate this for Cameron. He's been playing some outstanding football, and you know, once that cramp starts, it's...
Oh, he's been a game changer, too.
I know it. He absolutely has.
You're right. I mean, unless you can throw an IV in you right there, it's tough to bounce back continuously
This
once
must
you
be
start
the
cramping.
team trainer over here that we were asking about earlier.
I formation handoff, second man through. Caldwell trying to get past that defense that have crashed in. It's going to be a loss of 1, maybe a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, keep
Loss
that
of
momentum
1.
going. Keep that pace of that offense moving. We were doing very well when we were moving the ball, getting the play in and out.
Second down and 10. Second and 1, 10.
Jackets taking their time, looking to the sideline. Play called at the line of scrimmage.
Timeout, Fairview.
They're saying it's a delay a game against the Jackets, but I never saw the back judge go into the 5-second warning. Did you?
I wasn't watching him.
I was watching him to see how close they were getting to the snap, and I never saw it.
Yeah,
Normally they do have that warning.
I thought the Jackets were being very, very successful when they were getting to the line and calling the plays quickly. And I wish they'd go back to that because it seemed like it was getting Hickman County off balance when we were getting up to the line and running the plays quickly.
Back out in the shotgun formation, quick snap, toss out to the right side. Buttrey has it, trying to get up the field. He's got the sideline knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 11 yards. So it'll end up being a third down and 5, maybe third down and 4. Third down and 4 is a gain of 11 on the play.
Showed some wheels.
Yeah, he really did. A good catch, too. Caught the ball down below his waist. Made hay out of that play.
Third down and 4.
Third and 4. Just like the last time the Jackets had the ball, 3rd and 5 down at the goal line.
They jumped again. They just didn't get into encroach.
Be an awfully nice time to get the first down. Ragsdale with the catch. He's back on the field. He's trotting it that time. Looked like he was trotting it. You could tell when he was running that he was trotting. He wasn't running.
No.
He's having some real issues with the cramps. Gutsy play to come back on the field.
Quarterback coming over and helping him.
Did you see the way he was running, though?
Yes.
He wasn't striding like normal. That was a trot run.
He was making his leg move. That was Will over a cramp. He was trying to go. He was going to run anyway.
He was Seattle slewing that one.
Yeah, I tell you. Heart of a champion right there.
No doubt about it. Big first down catch and run. I tell you, that's gutsy to come back in that quick after those cramps. And knowing that you're out there cramping up, about to catch that ball. It's probably a good thing they tackled him right there because he would have probably been over in midfield. And I know it's not a laughing thing, but we know he's not hurt, seriously.
Well, I didn't want him to break free and all of a sudden have to fall down, you know.
Yeah. Oh, we've all had cramps. You wake up or get off of sitting down and you wake up and you're just having to stand up and try to make that cramp go away. I can feel for the boy right there.
They hurt.
Yeah, they do.
He's trying to walk it off, and it just is not. Once they start, man, it is tough.
To the right side, trying to cut back up inside. There was a little bit of a line.
Late, what the heck?
They're calling, I guess, a hold on.
That's a bad call.
That is a terrible call.
He was falling down. And the thing that bothers me is Caldwell was already on the ground when that contact occurred, and calling that hold was just an awful call.
Yeah, I tell you, it looked like Max Cole had a good block right there, and I'm not real sure.
But Caldwell was already down.
Yep. He was trying to cut up inside the block.
What could that possibly – what effect could that possibly have on the play? That's –
And Coach on the sidelines is asking for a little bit of a clarification on how that was a hold.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be working the playoffs. I think coaches, and they look at that at TSSAA, they want to have coaches that are, officials that are going to call the game right.
This crew has done a pretty good job tonight. There's been a couple of things where we've been curious about. Pass coming across the middle of the play, or across the middle of the field, trying to get the ball to Camp. Again, the receiver, cutback screen.
Get to the line. Come on, fellas. Number 50 for Hickman looks like he's going out with a little bit of a leg problem.
It's not warm or humid or anything tonight. The weather at game time is low 60s, getting down to high 50s by the end of the game tonight. It's a little unusual to see as many cramps. Quick handoff up the middle of the field to Tommy Cobb. Cobb gets back a large number of the penalty yards that was assessed earlier. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 12. Jackets needing to cross inside of the 47-yard line for the first down on the Bulldog side of the field. I formation again, 3rd down, 12. Fake the handoff. Going down the field on a quick out pattern. The catch is made. A good catch that time by Estes. Forced out of bounds, 1 yard shy. Good catch, though. Good hard throw and good catch by Estes that time.
I like it when Hunter goes back, sets his feet, and fires.
That was a bullet.
When he can get his feet set and fire, I haven't seen many better. When he has time, he's just an awesome
4th down,
passer.
1 yard needed. Trying to hard count again. Not able to get that defensive line to commit. Trying to get the play called from the sidelines. Down to 4 seconds left. Jackets going to have to call timeout.
That's the last one, isn't it?
Second timeout of the half. They have 1 timeout remaining in the second half. 2:43 left here in the 3rd quarter.
I'll take that one, 4th and 1.
Yeah, that was I'd rather see that than having to step it back and punt the ball away.
Yeah.
Stewart County 26, Lewis County 15.
Whoa.
Stewart County, we just heard, is 11 point differential over the top of Lewis County. Has to be in the 4th quarter.
Who's Creekwood playing?
I didn't catch that one.
42-7. I couldn't tell who he said.
East Hickman.
I want to hear that Waverly and Camden score.
5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Waverly 21, Camden 13.
There you go. 21-13, 8 point. Late in the 3rd quarter.
That one shocks me, Kevin.
Jackets needing 1 yard. Cobb in motion. Toss out to the left side. Got the first down. Camp has the distance. Drive for his feet, and the Jackets have taken the lead. Quick toss out on the screen pass to Joe Camp. Catches the ball, gets behind the defense for a touchdown. and the coaching staff runs into each other. We have an injured coach on the field.
Is that Coach Hughes?
Coach Hughes, I believe, ran into one of the other
bigger coaches.
Got a little dazed on there.
They got the team trainer coming up to look at the coach. Oh, my. Did you see Camp turn on the
He
Jets?
did. Ran away from him.
Uh-oh.
Kick up and away. Outside the goalpost this time. It's no good, but the Jackets have now scored 20 unanswered points here in the second half to take a 34-28 lead over Hickman County.
Woo!
The Jackets have absolutely stunned Hickman County, Tim, here in this second half.
I think they've stunned more than Hickman County. I think there's a lot of people that are giving the nod saying, way to go, Jackets. Woo! I'll tell you what. I thought he had the first down, then he broke through. Then I thought, well, he's going to get about 15. Looks like 13 is going to catch him.
Well,
then I went, nope, he's gone.
Yeah, we saw earlier that Terry Davis, number 13, has some speed. Joe Camp right there said, you have speed, buddy. You just don't have my speed.
You don't have that top end speed that I have. Whoa.
Big time catch and run on 4th down and 1. Ball at the 48-yard line, needing the 47, and they get the G.
Yeah, that timeout was a good one.
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah, so
you don't call timeout, you step it back. It's 4th and 6.
Yeah.
There's a chance. I mean, getting 6 yards, you can't say that play that just got 48 was going to get you 6 if they ran it again.
My goodness.
But Joe Camp, I'm going to tell you, he, like you said, Tim, he turned on the Jets, baby.
The gap was increasing.
Davis took a dive at his legs and never came close
to
catching his feet.
The gap was extending, and he just couldn't get there.
There were a few jet fumes, I believe, that he caught on the dive.
I guess they're waiting for the onside kick. He can kick it deep now.
Perez looking to kick the ball away, and he does. It's a low line drive kick. It's in some space. The ball's moving around. Picked up. Oh, my goodness. It's got some lane. This is not good for the Jackets. The Jackets.
That's the kind of kick.
The kicker, Perez, brings him down at midfield.
What are these officials? That's the kind of kick that gets you in trouble because your coverage outruns the kick.
They're bringing the ball back. I don't know if they're saying his knee was down or he called for some kind of a fair catch. I don't see a flag. Maybe there is a flag that's down somewhere.
I think they're saying he was down.
I did not see him go down with his knee on the ground to pick the ball up. But they're definitely talking about it. And I saw the hesitation by the official to maybe blow his whistle when the ball was picked up. Initially, he waved for everyone to come back. Now he's going to the sideline to discuss this with the head coach of Hickman County. I know the coach of Hickman County is not going to be happy if they bring that ball back from midfield. Good return that time by number 21, Hayden Dearman.
What's going on? What?
The Jackets, I'm not sure. Are they going to have to re-kick this? Looks like they're going back to re-kick it.
What? All right, Kevin, tell me what's going on.
I don't know.
Are they going to reset the clock?
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
And we have a re-kick. Kicking off for Fairview, number 2, Jeffrey Perez.
Kick the ball back from the 40-yard line. I'm really confused at this point. Maybe they're saying the whistle did not blow it in. I don't know. I'm just confused.
No, they've got to blow the whistle for him to kick. Well, I thought. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm confused what happened there, Tim.
I don't know, but I hope they kick this one off now.
It's a pooch kick down inside, picked up at the 17-yard line by Hickman County, and the Jackets are Johnny on the spot this time. I'm curious. It worked out definitely in the Jackets' favor by 25 yards.
I'm at a loss. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Coach Hughes still rubbing the back of his head, getting a chuckle by some of his coaching staff right there. Snap back, trying to run the ball up the center of the field. The Jackets have caught on to this one play. Let's hope that they continue keeping a good eye on Morgan Patton. Morgan Patton with 2 big runs in the first half. Gain of 1.
Jackets have brought number 72 into the game.
2nd and 9.
Josh Clifton, is that right?
Josh Clifton, the sophomore, 6'1", 220 sophomore. Defensive tackle. Ball hits the ground, going back, trying to get the ball away. What a good player that time by the quarterback. He had nothing, and he 100% that time made a play that I didn't think was there. Ball hit the ground, rolling around. He picks it up and makes a toss out to Davis. Davis picks up 11 yards on the play, out to the 37.
Cameron Ragsdale's going to get out there and give it another shot. Gutsy performance.
Looks like 4 receivers in the set. Now in motion, Davis goes. He's going to get the handoff. The Jackets have a hold of him. Throw him down.
Steal.
Steal with a huge tackle for loss.
Tommy Cobb's limping a little bit.
That's one guy that I also would think probably ain't going to come out if he's nicked up just a little bit.
He's smacking his hands together. Cameron coming back out. I think they just want to rest him if they need him to use him for offense. But I'll tell you what, Cole's going to have some big shoes to fill.
Loss of a couple. 2nd and 12. Morgan Patton throws the ball, and this time the Jackets are right there. Big play. Number 9, Max Cole. Johnny on the spot with a tackle. 2-yard gain, kept it from going the distance or even going closer to the first down. 3rd down 10 after the gain of 2.
Big play for the Jacket defense.
The defensive coach talked to Max after the last pass to Davis, got them the first down, and that time Max Cole was right there expecting it. Big rush, going back after Patton. Patton gets away, throws against his body down the field. He's got a receiver trying to break open.
Boulay had him covered up.
Good defense right there by Uri. Uri had a little hand on his back at one point. I'm glad the official kept the whistle in his mouth and didn't blow it. Back to receive the punt. 4th down and 10. Trailing by 6, going to punt the ball away. Again, short step back, and they nicked the ball. I knew, or I had a feeling, Tim, with that step back that they're taking of only 7 yards, the Jackets were eventually going to get a hand on that ball.
He got a piece of it, and the referee went like that on his hand, saying he got a piece of it.
Jackets take over, 61 yards of grass between them and the end zone to score the 4th time here in the second half. One play away from the 4th quarter, 3.2 seconds left here in the 3rd.
Gotta have
Jackets
it.
+6.
Need to get that Jacket offense on high-octane fuel and get us another touchdown.
Handoff going to the right side. Looks like Buttrey's going to throw it. He's got wide open down the field. Oh! Estes had an opportunity to catch it and take it in. The ball bounces off of Estes' hand. Great throw right there. Estes had worked himself wide open, about 10 yards past the defender.
He was too open. He was too open, Kevin.
Wow. That was a score right there, folks. Unfortunately, sometimes the ball hits you in the worst spots. That's in the hands above,
you saw
above
what he
the
does.
head.
Instead of catching the ball, he got his hands twisted.
Yep.
He was just too open. Too much time to think about it.
That happens.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I know he'd love to have it back. Coach is encouraging him on the sideline as we're going into the fourth quarter.
Cameron Gragsdale's out there pleading his case. Let me run that route, Coach. Let me run that route. My leg's okay.
Yeah, that's one of those that after the fact, everybody Monday morning quarterback that one. But you want to kind of throw your hands out in a basket instead of trying to catch it with your hands. You want to try to basket catch that with your hands over your head and pull it back into your body. It's hard to go up and have only hands on that running on a fly pattern like that.
Oh, my gosh.
2nd down and 10.
That's a touch, but, you know, the thing about that is that's one of those handful of plays that should be made, and that had the potential to be 6 or at least a very long game.
You know, Nestus has made some big plays for this team. Hickman County's been a little jumpy on that D-line all night. Had them jumping off sides 3 times to this point. Rolling to the right side, pass out. Ragsdale not able to get his hands. He got his hands on it.
Hunter just didn't have the right touch on that one. He just threw that ball too far.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Jackets with a lead of 6. Not a comfortable lead.
No.
By no means.
That's why I want to get that high octane going and get us another 6.
The Jackets did hold for the first quarter of this game, for a complete quarter of this game. Let me rephrase that. Hunter rolling around in the backfield. He's got the left side. If he can get outside,
just run.
He's going to get the first down.
Run.
He's got the first down, steps out of bounds just past midfield.
Boy, he's not getting a good spot from that official. He's giving him the left foot, right foot spot.
No. Surely he didn't mark that back at the yardage marker because he ran past it.
First down.
Woo! Yeah, he ran past that, went out of bounds, past midfield. I'm not sure how they spotted it right there. But again, they're over there and we're up here.
He had a better angle on where his feet were than we did.
As long as it's a first down, we won't fret over 3 yards at this point. 11:45 left in the game. Jackets up by 6. Trailed by 14 at the half. Big comeback in the second half. Cobb with the handoff going to the left side. Rumbles his way past midfield down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3. 2nd down and 7.
Second down. Second down, 7.
Jackets offense has been very proficient this half.
Yes, sir.
Whether it be by the pass, by the run, by the scramble. Trying to get outside, Caldwell. Hit up top, hit down low that time. 3 players for Hickman County brings Caldwell down after he reaches the 45-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Jackets. 3rd and a short 4 at that.
Nice hard run for Caldwell. He was trying to get to the edge. He didn't see it was there, and he planted that foot and took it forward. Got as much as he could. Smart run.
28-14 at the half. Jackets have scored 3 touchdowns unanswered. I formation. Caldwell gets hit deep in the backfield.
He missed the hole, Kevin. The hole was inside.
Yep. Sure, you're exactly right.
Hole was inside, and he tried to follow. He was following his blocker, but he missed that hole up inside.
4th down and 7. Jackets bringing on their punting team.
Yeah.
Playing field position at this point in the game with a 6-point lead. Davis back deep to receive the kick. Jackets in a straight punt formation. Buttrey kicks the ball away. It's a end over end picked up by Davis. Makes the first man miss. Keeps his feet. Gets outside. Good return by Davis out to the 26, 27 yard line. We'll see where they give him his final momentum to.
Yeah. Go back to that drop pass as a key play on that series, Kevin.
You had a touchdown. If that it'd been a tough catch, I guess. You know, he's running full speed.
Oh, I'm just saying that's one of those plays. That's one of those.
No, you're right.
One of those handful of plays that you think about.
You're exactly right. First down 10, 27-yard line. Jackets come up tight on the line. Hickman County backs off. Snap, toss, sweep back to number 9. That's Landon McCaleb. McCaleb gains
Jackets substituting some players.
2 on that play. It's going to be second down and 8 for the Bulldogs. Hickman County again coming up on a tight formation.
That's the old double
backing
wing.
off. You're exactly right. That's exactly what they're doing. Trying to run, toss sweep out to the right side. Jackets staying tight on the line themselves. No gain on that play. They may have, well, it looks like they're going to give them forward progress.
Big third
out
down
to the
play.
32-yard line. So third down and 6. So they gave him a gain of a couple on that play. They come back out in the same set, Tim. Tight motion. Toss sweep at this time coming to the left side. That's just not going to work against this Jacket team. Loss of 1 on the play, back to the 31-yard line. Fourth down now and 7 for Hickman County.
They just wanted to exert some power on that. I felt like they thought they could just road grade the Jackets, and it just didn't work.
Sometimes when you run parallel to that line and your line is getting beat. Max Cole with the receiving of the punt. Gets the ball out to the 43-yard line. Jackets will take over at the 43. Good catch on the run that time.
That's what I like about Max Cole when he's back there deep. He tries to get to the ball and catch it in the air.
Yep, because if that ball hits, you never know where it's going to bounce.
Well,
you could lose 10, 15 yards minimum.
Well, we saw earlier in the game he picked up 15, 16 yards after the bounce. He hit on the 40 and went down around the 24.
Now, I'm not going to complain about what offense Hickman County just ran, but it's really hard to run parallel to the line in that tight formation.
All right, now that come on, Jackets, down the field for 6. Come on, baby.
Jackets with the ball, 7:52 left. 1 timeout in their pocket. Toss out to the right side.
Good block.
And the Jackets are going to pick up 11 yards on the play.
Ragsdale out there getting the block.
Cameron Ragsdale blocking for his fellow senior, Joe Camp. Camp takes it down the sidelines for a gain of 11. First down, 10 Yellow Jackets at the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs. Andrew Warren, number 44, comes out of the game. Handoff, Caldwell breaks it out. Breaks the initial tackle. Second tackle made by Davis. Doesn't let go of the legs and brings Caldwell down for no gain.
As he matures, he's just a sophomore. He'll see that lane after that initial move, and he'll cut that up, and he'll make a lot of long runs. He had that. He's like insistent on trying to get to the edge, but as he gets stronger and more mature as a running back, he'll see that lane and cut it up. He'll feel that it's there.
Second down 10. 7-11 left in the ball game. Clock winding in the Jackets' favor at this point. Double reverse. They create a space. Caldwell almost breaks the tackle in the backfield.
Missed block. 59 played that outstanding. We couldn't sustain the block. He's a hoss. He's hard to block that long.
He's had a good night on defense.
He sure has.
And 59 is Dalton Parks. And we've definitely called Parks' name. Or he's been in position to make plays all night. He's made several, and he's been in position to make more. Jackets with a 3rd down and 14. Ball at midfield.
What is they're not allowed to do that.
Jackets looking down the field. Hunter not able to get free this time. He's going to be tackled for a huge quarterback sack. He's been able to break free and get yards on multiple occasions. That time, trying to make something happen.
Good coverage by the Hickman secondary. He had time. There just was no receiver. That was a coverage sack.
He did, and Caldwell had found a small seam over there, and they quickly came up and covered him. Didn't allow him to get open down the field. Back to punt. It's Buttrey. Ben kicks the ball away. Ball is going to hit down. Takes a Jacket bounce. Davis gets away from it and rolls forward to the 23-yard line, where Hickman County will have the ball on offense with 5:33 left in this football game, trailing by 6.
Kevin, our offense has to exert their will one more time when we get the ball back and just take control of this game and end it. Now, that's all precursor requirement of that defense. The defense is going to have to shut them down and get the ball back like they've been doing the 3rd and the 4th quarter up to this point.
Tonight's action being brought to you by the Fairview High School media students, Bobby Stevens, Jamie Dotson, Evan Hunsiger, Carter Murphy, Matt Creech, Liam Driscoll, and Devin Thornhill, with their producer extraordinaire, Bob King.
What's going on with us? There's a flag on the field.
Threw a flag and he waved it off. I guess because a timeout was called by the Jackets.
Do we have too many players on the field?
I think we may have exceeded the limit of 11. Yep. Jackets with 12 on the field, call timeout to keep from having the penalty assessed. That's their last timeout. Hopefully the usages of the timeouts the second half won't come back.
We got the head bobbing out there, Kevin. We've got an unhappy coach. We just burned our last timeout, didn't we?
That was it. That was number 3. 5:33 left in the game. Hickman County with the ball.
I think Coach Jackson
23.
upstairs spotted that because that's one of the things he does. We've heard him do before. Call out to the coaches, we got too many on the field.
Excitedly, we've heard him do that before. Snap back, going down the field to throw the ball. Ball up in the air. It's floating. Almost an incredible catch. The ball hits the ground, but that was one heck of an effort right there by number 21. Hayden
Boulay
Dearman.
had him covered. Boulay had him covered. Quarterback threw the ball to the perfect spot, and he almost came up with it.
Defense playing the receiver.
Yeah, he threw that ball outside. Boulay had coverage coming from the inside.
That was a heck of an effort there by Dearborn to make that catch. Jackets come up with a blitz. No one open that time, falling back in coverage. Buttrey does not allow number 21, Hayden Dearman, to get open.
Tell you what, number 7 is moving kind of gingerly. I'm not sure that's a concussion. I think he might have hurt his leg.
Looks like he has a wrap on it as well.
Yeah.
3rd down, 10.
Big play, Kevin.
The Jackets, ever since number 7, Cole Patton, went out, they've been able to stymie the running game of Hickman County.
Yeah, that double dynamite.
Toss out to the right side, just a little bit too tall.
And that's a pass he'd be throwing to number 7.
Trying to get it outside to the receiver, and receiver is about 5'10", and the pass was thrown to a 6'8" receiver.
I thought so. I was wondering why we had 2 people out there. Deep.
Max Cole back again. I think we may have got another hand on that one.
No, he missed it. He got in there close and dove behind him, and I think that shook the kicker up. All right, Kevin, this is where we end the ball game. We drive the ball down the field, and we score and end the ball game. This is where that offense has got to bow up and exert their will on that Hickman County defense.
Ball at the 37-yard line. Jackets come out with great field position.
Woo!
They're
Coach fired
almost
up out there.
They're almost in Perez's range right now. Jackets need probably 7 or 8 yards, and I believe they would be in Perez's range.
I don't want a field goal. I want
I don't
5
either.
minutes to go by and a touchdown.
I don't either, but I would settle for 3 if that's what we had to do.
I'm greedy.
In motion's Caldwell, handoff Buttry, trying to find a spot. Wow, Buttry just rumbles and tumbles down to the 32-yard line.
Uh-oh.
Gain of 5.
Limping. Now he's coming up just a little bit gimpy. Get him. We got to have him on defense if we need him. And he's got a cramp.
Comes out, lays on the sideline. Clock running, 4:44, counting down.
Got to get those players drink that water on Thursday. Night before is when you need to drink all that water. It helps prevent those cramps.
Under center in motion. Jackets hand the ball off. Caldwell gets it, cuts outside, cuts up inside, down to the inside the 25-yard line. It's going to be a first down, Yellow Jackets.
And that will be enough for our Fairview Yellow Jackets. First down.
Nice run, nice blocking outside.
They spot the ball back at the 25-yard line. As you see a lot in high school football, they like to spot the ball on the mark. A lot easier for measurements.
All right, come on, Jackets.
We've seen some fields on the away teams that we've crossed over that the yardage markers ain't exactly yardage. Handoff this time goes to number 44, Warren.
Number 34, Tommy
34, I'm sorry. Tommy Cobb.
Tommy Cobb.
I've done that twice tonight.
44 is Warren.
34 Cobb, you're right. I don't know why I've seen 34 as 44 a couple of times.
All right.
Gain of 2.5, closer to 3. Let's call it a 2nd and long 7. Camp splits out to the left side. Cobb in the backfield, in motion. And following the blocks, number 8, Zimmerman, follows the blocks down close to the first down marker. He's going to be a yard or so short, but it's going to be 3rd down and short.
Third down. 3rd down and 2.
Got 3rd and a long 1. Ball spotted at the 16.5-yard line.
Big play, Kevin. I know I've been saying that a lot, but this is.
Offset
Keep that
eye.
clock chewed up.
Offset eye formation. Hunter Caldwell in the backfield. He's got the first down across the 15-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Fairview Yellow Jacket first down. Clock stopped to move the chains.
No one was happier than me to see him turn that ball up and not try to stretch it.
Ragsdale still out there fighting those cramps.
He still is, man. They've still got, how many timeouts do they have, Kevin? All 3?
Hickman County, they've either, I'm not sure if they use 1 or not. I don't think so. I think you're right. I think they have all 3 left.
I'm wondering why their coach isn't calling timeout.
Probably looking for a stop after a small gain, I guess, on this play. Handoff up the middle, Caldwell. Oh, he breaks free from the initial tackle.
Nice effort.
Gets ankle tackled, but not until he picks up 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 for the Jackets.
Tackle made by number 25, Jacob Sullivan.
Just keep running that ball.
This is the imposition of will that you were asking for.
That's right. Just keep running that ball and covering it up.
Tommy Cobb,
Told
the
those
lone
linemen
back.
to just run downhill.
Lone back behind Zimmerman. Zimmerman turns around and nobody's there. Oh, it's a late hit, and that's going to be a first down. Hickman County comes in, number 50.
Cobb went the wrong way.
And that's going to actually work out as long as Hunter is okay, because Hickman County comes in late, and it's a hit. It's a hit in the head, basically. Automatic first down on the personal foul penalty.
And coach, he's going to go over and talk to the coach. Just keep running that ball, coach. Just keep running it.
A little overexcited there. Minute 27 seconds left. The Jackets, Tim, they have come out in this second half, and they have just taken this game over.
Outstanding effort.
Trailing by 14. Very, very impressed what these players have come out and accomplished to this point. They need to finish it off, though, like you said. Buttery with a handoff, trying to get that first down. He's driving into the end zone. He does not go down. He rumbles and tumbles and pushes and makes the goal line for the touchdown.
He just got that ball and just turned up and churned.
There was a lot of ball tackling by Hickman County on that play, trying to strip it loose. And you're not going to strip it loose, number one. And number two, you're not going to bring him down with arms.
Well, he had that ball well covered, both hands, and he was in bust mode.
Jacob Baker on to hold for Perez's point after. Snap back is high. Good catch and put down again by number 18. Baker allowing for Perez to kick the ball through and give the Jackets a 13-point lead, seemingly insurmountable with 1:16 left in this football game. This is what I would consider a coaching mecca for the second half of the Yellow Jackets.
I don't know. I'm going to hold off on that, what I was about to say, till after the game.
Okay.
But Jackets, man, I tell you what.
What a great comeback. Down 14, 28-14, and it seemingly, going into halftime, it looked like Hickman County had pretty much controlled that game, and at that point had taken the Yellow Jackets out of it.
The body language at halftime did not look good.
No, it didn't.
You know, when you saw the Jackets going off the field at halftime, body language did not look good. But when they came back out for the second half, they looked ready. I saw them warming up. They weren't just walking through it. They were going through it like it was pregame. They were jazzed up. They were ready to get back on the field. Kick it deep, dude.
Perez looking to pooch kick it again. He's been kicking it down to about the 22 or so yard line. He's found a hole. Kickoff again going back to the 23-yard line, picked up by Hickman County, number 14.
Oh, come on.
And we know 14 has got some wheels.
Get there, Steve.
You got to get him down. And I want to tell you, Joe Camp right there, holy smokes, he played one heck of a play right there to get number 14 down. Morgan Patton not having a chance to get away from Joe Camp.
He took that edge away, still came down. He missed him, but what I liked about it was he turned around, he was chasing him down, and he was over there to help out on that tackle if needed.
1:06 left in this ball game. Hickman County fans starting to file out. They brought a good crowd tonight. Big rush. Receiver screen going across the middle. You cannot allow a big play here. Going down the middle of the field, being chased down.
Oh, my goodness.
A tackle that time by number 4, Estes. Big play, and that's one thing you cannot allow right now is the big play. The Jackets earlier in the year allowed Cheatham County to get back in the game under 2 minutes.
Come on, defense, let's go.
That was a play that Hickman County's run all night, and the Jackets.
When that quarterback runs backwards, they're running that play. The linemen need to say, whoa, wait a minute, I got to turn around.
Yeah, on a few occasions, they've over-pursued. Not getting a good handle on the ball that time.
Flake
is Patton. And Josh Flake comes in
Timeout called, I guess.
Big time making a tackle, creating a absolute necessity for the timeout to be called by Hickman County with 37.2 seconds left. 13-point game.
Jackets just need to play hard-nosed, tough football. Stay in their gaps. Just stay in their gaps and watch 14. That's the goal here. Their defensive backs, don't let anyone get behind you. That coaches could go into like a 3-deep coverage if they wanted. Play on the line, fall back into a 3-deep coverage. No one gets behind you. That front 7, 14. He's your guy.
(41-28), 37.2 seconds left.
Cameron Ragsdale back on the field.
I tell you, he's shown a lot of grit tonight.
If I was him, I'd back off. I'd give that guy just a little bit of room.
Flake getting back out in the left defensive end spot. Back to throw the ball down the field. Trying to get the ball to Davis. The ball is intercepted. Oh, my goodness. I thought he had the ball. I certainly wish that we had an instant replay. That was an interception by Yuri Burley. The coaching staff is not happy about the call. Yuri Burley goes to the ground. The ball never came close to hitting the ground. Yuri with the interception goes awry. It's going to be 3rd down now and 7. They'll watch that on film, and that's definitely something that's going to get accolades in the locker room.
I thought I saw the ball touch the ground.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
When he was going down
I thought he
and
had
catching it, I thought the ball went between his arms and touched the ground just a little bit. But how good is my vision down there? I don't know.
Well, he was extremely upset. Oh, he's throwing off with the back foot. Almost interception this time on the right side of the field by Estes.
Flake putting pressure on him. Might have been why he threw it off that back foot.
4th down now and 7. Potentially the last opportunity for Hickman County to try to get back into this game. The Jackets are coming strong with the blitz. Every play, they have to watch out again for that receiver coming across on the screen.
Yeah, but if I'm Buttrey, I'm not blitzing. I'm watching 14.
13 Davis is sitting over there waiting for the pass. They don't have it. They get it down the field. It's intercepted.
Buttrey!
They're saying Buttrey stepped out of bounds, but he has the interception. And the Hickman County player down on the field, helmet off. Hopefully he's okay. That's number 21 down, Hayden Dearman. The Jackets, though, with the interception by Buttrey, they have sealed this ball game. One knee is all it's going to take. This game is going to be history, but it's going to be history with a W. Tim, this is one of the best comebacks I've seen from a Fairview football team in a long time. We're not talking about a chopped liver team. 6-1 coming in, 1 loss to a undefeated Camden team. From Hickman County's perspective, having come off of a 32-point win in their last outing against Perry County, having already beaten Lewis County and East Hickman, Montgomery Central, Creekwood, and Wayne County, they're not going to be able to come on the road and beat the Yellow Jackets. The Bulldog fans now definitely filing out. Yellow Jacket fans are just awaiting the post-game celebration.
Okay. I have never seen in Fairview, the time we've been covering, the kind of mental turnaround that this team displayed in the second half.
Unbelievable.
They came out and I don't know what the magic message was at halftime, but they were not that Yellow Jacket team that ran off the field. They came back with a determination and confidence that I have not seen well, we've never seen Fairview down 14.5 very often.
Correct.
But that will to come back and that belief that they could win is an outstanding. I mean, that is just a testament to the players and the coaches. You know, those coaches rallied them at halftime, and big win for the Jackets here tonight. 7th
straight win against Hickman County. The Jackets, huge halftime discussion, comeback. Tim, very, very impressive, as you said. I'm not sure I've seen it either. Such a quick change. Gutsy call starting the second half. Jackets score. They see that Hickman County has come up and left some space open on the field. Onside kick is good. They go down, score, tie the game within first 4 minutes of the second half, and the Jackets from that point never cease any of the momentum back to Hickman County. Final score in the game, 41 Yellow Jackets, 28 the traveling Hickman County Bulldogs. The Jackets with the win, Tim. Great way to finish the night.
Wow, this was the best game we've had this year.
No doubt about it.
Oh, my goodness. That was just – let me rephrase that. This was the best half of football we have seen all year from this Jacket team. It's phenomenal effort. I don't know. Very, very rarely am I just at a loss to describe it, but they just came out and they played football. They played football the way it's supposed to be played. Coach Hughes, I mean, got to give him a lot of credit, too. It took a lot of guts to come out and do an onside kick like that.
No question.
After taking that opening kickoff back for a touchdown.
No question.
Kudos to the Jackets.
Great.
And good luck rest of the season.
Great job again, Fairview Media Team. Bobby Stevens, Jamie Dotson, Evan Hunsinger, Carter Murphy, Matt Creech, Liam Driscoll, and Devin Thornhill with producer extraordinaire Bob King. Kevin Anderson, Tim French.
I'd rather been here than any old play any night.
No doubt. That'll be the end. We'll see you next week against Page.
Good night.